we getting the startup clap, startup clap.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the startup clap and then add, you do the.
Yep.
Take that hat off, John. Your head don't your head don't look good with a hat on because you can't really put it on all the way, bro.
I think my hat is all the way
I
on.
love how this man is giving him
You
fashion
said
advice.
you
You out
said
here
you
Hat
said
is
you
all the
pretending.
like
way on.
you said you like the way Johnny looked without his hat
You
on.
got knocked the fuck out, man. Yeah, I'm in go mode. Go. Yeah, I'm in go mode. Go mode.
I'm trying to do my best, Dev. What's up, guys? Welcome to
That
another
shit was
episode
live.
of the Out of Shape All Stars. I'm your host, Eddie Orchada. We do not have Dev, unfortunately, out there trying to pass some stones, giving birth, as some will say. DQ, we don't know where DQ is, but that seems to be a trend. DQ. We might get Decap to hop in later, but you know the rest of the group. Johnny, Dev, Kev, and Drew are here. So let's get into the open run, starting with the MLB.
Okay, we're starting MLB. Okay, okay.
Yep, yep. You guys want to talk about? I mean, I think the top story is these Dominicans can't keep their hands to themselves. Acuna arrested for domestic dispute. Kev, you see a trend going on here? What's going on, man? I mean, I know we
It's,
don't support that here.
it
I
sounds
mean,
on brand.
unfortunately, people get money and lose their fucking mind. They like, who the fuck you think you're talking to? Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like an
and
entitlement
they think
these players
and they
get.
got
Oh,
this
celebrities in
God
general.
complex. That shit they say that Aura got, they be having these like God complexes, bro.
Mhm.
Like, yo, you can't say nothing. I'm untouchable. And yo, and rightfully so. And these women is giving them up. Like, yo, he just did this to me yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, you
And
gonna lose all your
so
M's.
Well, remember,
You gonna
it's
lose all your M's, and
alleged.
I'm gonna take half of what you got.
nah, I mean it ain't no legend.
It's
Police
alleged.
police showed up on scene
Legend.
and saw visible bruising. His wife ended up not going to the hospital for them, but I mean they could see. So I mean we'll see. I don't know what's next. You think? I mean he's clearly like one of the best players in baseball right now. You think Atlanta drops him? You think they try to trade him?
Nah, they keep him. You gonna
Yeah.
if it's proven he'll do a suspension. It's probably they probably got a little system. And if he does it another time, obviously, then I think they think more of like releasing him. But these sports teams,
Hmm.
they look at it as a one time thing. He ain't gonna do it again,
Yeah.
or he's
Well,
not gonna
Uh,
get caught again. So
I
we'll
mean,
keep him on the roster.
either way, wherever he goes, like the men in that locker room is not gonna have like the respect for him. Maybe he won't get it back. Maybe he will. But
hmm
like German, they still not
yeah.
really talking to German.
Hmm. And didn't have a bad outing, but I mean, gave up 3 runs in 5 innings and a third, probably. So
Yeah,
I
in the
think
third,
they
yeah.
took him out when there was 2 outs or 1 out. In the fifth, uh, obviously, I mean, it's not that he's forgiven, but I'm pretty sure fans could give a fuck.
No,
But
I
speaking
think
of the Yankees, we're currently in a series with the Tampa Bay Rays, who don't can't seem to lose.
And the
Uh,
Yankees on a 4 game losing streak.
Yep, we're on a 4 game losing streak. We lost yesterday, obviously, the first game against them.
And got
Looks like it's
swept
tied
by
up
them.
right now, 3-3. So we'll
Tinky
be getting
Titans.
updates. But you guys think that this series is important for us, or?
this series is really important. Right now we're facing Tampa Bay. This is the first game of the series. By the time this pod comes out Thursday, the third game will start, and then we're going right into series against Boston.
Hmm.
These are the biggest series right here. This is what it comes down to.
These are like the early important series that come like obviously, baseball is a long season, but these
Yeah,
are like
but
the
then
first
and then at
important
the end of
steps.
the year, based on our win percentage against these teams, if we got to play one of them going into the playoffs, that determines on who gets home field advantage. If we got to play like a play-in game or some shit like these series matter, bro. We got to win these.
Yep, yep.
No, that's a
Uh,
fact.
Currently, we are 5.5 games behind those said Blue Jays, and the Red Sox are above us. They are only 3 games ahead of us. So obviously the series is huge, and the series going forward is
Also,
Mhm.
Kluber's out for 4 weeks. Yankees lost Kluber for 4 weeks.
Mhm.
So just when rains pours, but the Yankees gotta win the games that they're supposed to win. They want to keep doing what they're supposed to do, and they want to make these playoffs and make a run. They gotta win the games they're supposed to win. Can't be swept by. You can lose one game to the Tigers, but swept. That's not a good look.
Not at all.
Anything else in baseball? I mean, I know Pujols hit his first home run as a Dodger. It was a pretty big shot. It looks like it doesn't matter where you play in Chicago, who you play against in Chicago. The White Sox fans will fight you. I don't know if you guys saw all the clips coming out, but the White Sox fans do not give a shit in those stands, and they are fighting everyone. I feel like it's every other day. I look up and there's another fight in those stands. But that leads me to the NBA. Talking about fans.
Fans
are all the way back. And fans look, it's got everything. There's racism in Boston. There's spitting like I love Flavor of Love, pumpkin spitting in New York's mouth. Trae Young's getting spit on. There's popcorn being thrown.
Popcorn throwing wax, bro. You want to just name them out.
Now there's water bottles being thrown and a fan finally arrested.
There was racism in Utah also.
Racism in Utah.
It was racism to Ja Morant's parents.
Yelling, cussing out Ja Morant's parents, yelling slurs at them.
The file come out Thursday, but we film on Tuesday. So last night, a fan jumped on the court in Washington. He got tackled by security, but he jumped in. I feel like that one he was doing for attention. He just did it to be
that's normal fan shit. To be honest, running on the court is normal fans. We seen that all the time. That one was like, all right, you can kind of, but
I
think at this point it's like, all right, now the fans is doing too much. Like,
honestly, what KD was saying, like, I think he really do miss his relationship with Russ because he was making a point to say like, like that bottle shouldn't have been thrown at Kyrie or blah blah blah. But also y'all throwing popcorn on people, like the fans y'all doing too much. And I heard that, I'm like, you got love for your boy out there? You got love for Russ still? Kind of
a little reach, Kev, but it's all right. But
he got love for Russ, man. He was trying to let Russ know, like, I ain't want them to throw no popcorn on you like that, bro. Yeah, they really threw a water bottle at Kyrie. I thought it would have been worse if it was like a full water bottle. Like if they caught him,
it was an empty water bottle, but still, the fan. Well, at least that fan got arrested. It scored out the building, arrested. So
all the other fans too have been banned for life.
Every fan we mentioned have been banned for life.
So is it worth it? You think?
Not really.
Also, real quick,
not really, unless you live in like New York and you can go see the Yankees play in Citi Field. But like,
yeah.
But like the thing about it is and like they discuss this on sports thing on like other sports networks. Like we see this at sporting events like normally, like even once or twice a year. But the fact is that these are happening like all in like one span of like 2 weeks. Everything is like 7 separate instances all in like 2 weeks.
Yeah. All these people have been locked up. You know what I mean? Like they've been locked inside. They went a whole year without seeing their teams play. Like, I guess they miss it.
Trying to mess up the game.
I mean, I don't know. People are wild. I mean, how many times we go out to bars and there's always that one person that's acting out and acting wild? That doesn't count for everybody. I'm just saying everybody's just wilding out right now. And
what adds? You know what adds to the frustration? Because now, like, if you look at it now, if Russ would have made his way and got to the guy who threw the popcorn on him.
Yeah, because Russ was heated. Like
physical incident.
There's no way he would have made it up
about Russ.
I mean, he was restrained, but you saw Russ's reaction. Like if he
was restrained. But my point is the frustration is now they're doing all this, but then that one time where the player isn't restrained and he gets to the actual person that committed the
Yeah,
stupidity, and he
then it's
really,
bad press on the.
like he puts hands on the person that did the stupidity. So it's like the frustration is like, if I do that, everybody's gonna look at me like the villain
Yeah.
because I reacted, because I'm still human at the end of the day.
What if I propose this to you, right? So you get to throw a water bottle at Kyrie Irving, you get to spit on Trae Young, as if only at the end of the game, right? The NBA player goes into the locker room, they go get changed, they do what they got to do, and fans are still there. Don't kick anybody out. Everybody gets to stay. You're the fan. You be like, "Yep, I was the one that did it," and then you wait and it's the center of the court, and then the player comes back out, and you guys get to fight.
Nah, I mean,
But I'm saying if
no.
they did that, do you think any fan would try to do that shit? Hell no.
No,
Nah,
no,
to
funny.
be
Nah,
honest,
because
You-
of course
you're-
nobody
you're-
would do
did
that
you hear what Charles
outside.
Barkley said?
You put boxing gloves on, and then you get to like. So
You
it's a
heard- you
little.
heard-
Nobody
honestly-
would do that outside in the street.
honestly, bro,
Trust me.
when they showing us on TV that they arresting them, as soon as the cameras is gone and they ain't not on camera, they should put black bags over their head, sit them in a chair, and have like Trey
Waterboard
or
'em?
Russ or Kyrie like come into the room and stall on them.
Hit him with phone bucks.
You
Yeah,
think Trey?
and then take them
Wait.
to prison.
What is
You
this
think
casino?
you think Trey
Yeah,
Young should?
21.
What is this 21? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ed made that proposal, but Charles Barkley also had a proposition too. He said the NBA players should be allowed to fight one fan a game. He said
Nah.
they come down the middle court and
Uh-huh.
they fight, and then they go about their business.
One fight a
Only
game.
a fan only
Yeah.
a fan that actually did something. You can't just fight a fan like
No,
that.
Oh yeah.
No, that's the point. It's like he did something, and that's the fight you're using. Not you just fight some random fans. You
Nah,
did
but
something, and I'm using my claws to fight you.
But one thing that did happen to Trey Young's, like the person that spat on Trey Young, he was like Trey Young didn't press charges against him. Y'all think he should press charges against him?
Yup.
Like, yeah,
Because somebody that's sitting that close enough under these circumstances to do
Can
that to
afford it.
me can
Yeah.
afford to run them charges up. And I
Yep.
take every penny he got. It's COVID
It-
season and you spitting on people? And you
Yeah.
spitting on people?
Look, like some of it was fun. Like obviously, like the Trey's balding chant was hilarious. Fuck Trey Young. That's sports. That shit happens all the time. But yeah, like taking it to the level of spitting on him is a little disgusting.
yeah,
And
he
again,
should.
all it takes is a couple bad. But honestly, I don't see. Okay, I get that one of them is a physical act of almost violence, if you will. But like
Spitting
streaking
on
is
somebody's
also a
an
thing.
assault.
Too.
People
Yeah,
don't
no,
realize.
for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Especially these.
Like, you
these
can get an
days.
assault charge, no problem.
Yep.
Mhm. Well, dang. Well,
But that's enough on the fans. Fans all the way back. It's gonna be awesome. I don't know at what point will we be sick of fans. I think basketball is definitely sick of fans. Hockey's got the glass. Baseball's got the nets.
Football is a little
football.
too far.
You will get
It's-
destroyed before you even touch the field.
You can still run
sure
on
you
the
can
field in football. I'm just saying it's just a
you can
big
still
ass
throw
big-
something. You got to have a
big
pretty
field.
big arm for it, though. But I think this will just keep going. Basketball's a little too close. You got
Yeah,
people
because
sitting course.
fans you can really touch a player.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's not
that
like
that is true. You can.
Players
Like,
should just do that thing, when you shoot a three from the corner of the arc, just fall on them. I mean, just and just give them a,
Yeah.
drop an elbow on them. But we got
I'm not saying that's gonna happen, but imagine watching basketball with the hockey glass. I think it'll take away from the game.
Nah,
I mean,
can't.
we
I don't
do it
think
with
you can have
baseball nets. It doesn't really. You don't even know it's there, and like fans love that glass. They be pounding on that shit.
Me
I
and
mean, we
Kev
could
was
talk a
at-
little.
yeah, but me and Kev was at a Yankee game where somebody ran on the field though.
No, that's
Word.
cool.
was a
Yeah, I
couple
remember
of us,
that.
yeah.
I do remember that shit. It
I
was
just don't
well,
remember everybody that was there, but we was at the
it was
game.
me.
when the
It
Jam
was
ran on the
me,
field.
Dev, you and Kev. When
Just
they
us four? There's nobody else?
Yo, John,
Yeah, it was
John
us
he,
four.
he said that. He said that, and I was like, and then you go, I don't remember all that was there, but
Nah, we went to
Nah,
the
I
Yankee
think he
game with
was.
you. We went to like 2-3
Nah, I
Yankee
think he
games
was,
with you.
though.
I'm just
Nah,
saying.
but
There's a couple games where we went with like a couple of people. There was a game where we went with DQ. It was me, you, Dev, DQ. There was a game we went with DQ.
Word.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I just don't remember who we went with, but I know. Shit, remember we went to the game where the guy threw the drink on his girl. I don't know what they were talking about. He threw the drink on his girl. I don't remember who was there. I think it was me, you, and Dev. I don't remember who else was there, but I think it was like one or two other people there with us too that game.
Word.
But it's just been mad Yankee games over the years, so I just don't remember. That was like 2014, 2015. Time fly.
Yo, he like took her phone, looked at it, gave it back to her. She was making like a gesture, like I'm sorry. Yo, homie threw his whole drink on her and stormed off. And she wasn't even like chasing after him. Like if she thought he violated, like she'd have been like, F you, all of this, But yo, she was just sitting there like she knew she did something wrong. But he also wilded out though.
But other news. Let's get to other NBA.
On to the series. So
Drew's Heat.
Condolences to Drew.
My Miami Heat. So you got swept. So
you want to talk about it or
got the brooms?
I don't know, bro. It's Miami. We just gotta rehaul because like it wasn't. Milwaukee Bucks was definitely better than us in every shape and way. We were like we tried to be in the game, but nobody, especially Jimmy Butler, he is the leader of our team. Like he wasn't really doing much the whole series. Like to be honest, like honestly, the Bucks was just better than us, and we just gotta come back. We just gotta come back next season. So
the Bucks ran it back, and they was mad about that bubble exit, so they ran it back.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler didn't. He liked it in the bubble a lot better. He didn't want families there. He didn't want the distractions of the family. It's cool, man. Make excuses, but it's okay. Because Drew, you got the Lakers. At least you got LeBron.
Right? Y'all funny.
Right or wrong?
Funny.
Right or wrong?
I'm gonna root for LeBron, bro. Yeah. Like that's my player. I like LeBron. LeBron's my favorite player. So I'm going.
Celtics is on the verge of going fishing with the Heat.
Yep.
So well, we might as well just say it. This game is over as we speak. Brooklyn's up 120-98. It looks like Durant's back in the game. I didn't think that he was going to play, but okay, that's cool.
So that means
we'll be getting that Brooklyn and Bucks series.
Yeah, we're getting that Brooklyn Bucks series. That's
gonna be. You think the Bucks, John? You think the Bucks guy was take out Brooklyn?
Not a dude. Giannis is big. Like that's one of the flaws of Brooklyn Nets is guarding a big man that dominates down low, and that's where Giannis dominates down low, grabs rebound, always in the paint. But it's gonna be a good series though. I want to see Jrue Holiday. I don't know if he's gonna match him up with Kyrie or Harden, but it's gonna be a good matchup.
Let's look ahead. How many games do you think this series goes?
I think
and who do you got winning?
I got Brooklyn in 7.
Okay, Kev.
I could take Brooklyn in 7. Yeah. Let's go distance. I definitely could take that.
All right, thank you, Kev. Drew, what do you think, Drew?
I think they can take it in 3. No.
Fuck you.
Honestly, probably take it in 6. Brooklyn
in 6. I'm a hater, so I'm just gonna say the Bucks will probably push it to 7 and take the W and eliminate Brooklyn because I don't want to see them there.
Oh, so you got Bucks. Listen,
Bucks can definitely. The Bucks got pieces.
Bucks is one of the 2 teams I could see eliminating Brooklyn in the East.
It's just like I need to see it to believe it, but the Bucks do have potential to eliminate them. I just need to see it because Brooklyn is like dominating right now. So I would say in 7, but anything can happen. To be honest with you.
Right. And then the other 4 teams we got remaining, looks like the Wizards were able to come within 1, so they finally got 1 win. They stopped the sweep.
The Wizards have life. Nobody's ever in NBA history is coming back from a 3-0 deficit. It's happening in baseball.
Do you think they will?
But the thing.
Look, Joel Embiid is doubtful and
exactly
he's unlikely to play Game 5, and he's their best player. Philly's still a good team, but you never know.
You're not giving up on the Wizards at all.
No, I don't think Wizards
they had some momentum. We'll see, but
the Wizards not gonna ultimately win out the series. But like,
I'm not gonna lie, they're gonna need Embiid to win unfortunately gonna need MB to actually beat the Wizards. You got Ben Simmons shooting like 2 for 15, 2 for 16 from the free throw line throughout the whole series.
But Ben Simmons does mostly like other stuff. Like he play makes. He can create
All right,
shots
so
for
now,
other people.
what
But
about this, Drew?
shooting
Now I'm
ain't
gonna
the only game
put.
Ben Simmons got.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna put somebody in the game that doesn't play, and I'm gonna just tell him intentional foul Ben Simmons every time. Put Ben Simmons on the free throw line.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
Ben
then we grab
Simmons.
rebound, that gives us a better chance.
I mean, Ben
And
Simmons sucks, but like you got on the other hand, who do you got on the Wizards except just Russ and Bradley Beal?
Bradley
Like
Beal.
they're just like two-man wrecking crew. Can't just be a complete team like the Sixers. That's not
I'm
going to
gonna take
happen.
I'm gonna take the two-man wrecking crew over a team without his best player.
Yeah, but without his best player, they still got pieces though. You're without your best player, but you if you take Brooklyn, Philly without Embiid, they're still better than the Wizards team collectively. Like, just to be honest.
No, Wizards is only Bradley Beal, Russell Westbrook. But my point is like, all right, now they see a little blood in the water. They down, but they see a little blood, the little blood in the water. So now we're gonna see how they come out.
They're 3-1.
So the next game's in Philly, correct?
Yeah, next game is Philly. Like that Philly crowd.
All right, that's my point. And no MB, and if Washington wins that makes Game 6 is in Washington.
Nah, I don't believe. I believe it's going to be.
I'm not saying it's going to happen, obviously, but I'm just saying that's the momentum swing. Like,
it's going to be
they win that game in Philly, and then they get to come home, and then they win that, and then there's a Game 7.
And I tell you, if it goes to Game 7, all the pressure is definitely on Philly. If it goes to Game 7, pressure.
For sure.
But that's if it makes it to Game 7, though. That's if it makes it.
There's no pressure on the Wizards. They're supposed to lose the series. It was down 3-0. They're supposed to get swept. They won a game.
I mean,
they're playing pressure free. They just got to go out, do what they got to do. If they win, they win. They lose, they go home. Philly, on the other hand, got to make sure they don't give them more life than they gave them by losing Game 4.
Game 5, you mean? But
yeah.
I think.
Game 4. They're down 3-1. It's Game 4. They lost Game 4. Game 5 is the next game.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They go into Game 5.
I'm saying they gave them more than enough life because if Philly would have won, it would have been a sweep. That's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
They lose Game 5. That's way more life than the Wizards should have had because it was down 3-0.
Do you think a Philadelphia fan will try to assert their dominance as the most disgusting fans? And instead of throwing a water bottle, you think Russell Westbrook gets a beer thrown in his face, or
no?
That's not going to happen. Like,
but what if Russell Westbrook stomps on the logo like Kyrie did?
Yeah. That whole thing about the logo, like fuck that logo.
All right, man. I've been avoiding it. I don't know how to feel. We kind of talked about it a little bit but Knicks Hawks.
Knicks. You think the Knicks is going to come back? Their game is tomorrow night in the Garden. That's one.
Yeah, we're going back home. I mean, I would love for them to win at least this one.
They can get that momentum swing. If they win,
I want them going out swinging. I don't want them, look, if the Knicks go down, they go down. It is what it is. This was house money. Obviously, I think we kind of overhyped it a little bit. Maybe it's the fact that we haven't been there since 2015. Maybe it's the fact that Brooklyn assembled a super team. And maybe it's because, like, obviously there's way more energy in the Garden than there is at the Barclays Center. Period.
But let's just be honest. Now they saying the best player, your Julius Randle ain't playing like Julius Randle.
So we were talking about this that's the problem with Coach Tibbs, man. It's like he overplays his player. He always plays his best players. Julius Randle is clearly exhausted. He has no idea what to do when he gets double teamed. He needs to obviously play better. Derrick Rose is looking like he's going to play through it, but
Derrick Rose. But Derrick Rose is proven but the only thing about it is Derrick Rose can't be the only guy doing stuff. Derrick Rose, he needs Julius Randle to be.
We need more out of Julius, and we need way more out of RJ Barrett. I feel.
Yes, exactly.
Way more.
But look, it is what it is. I think regardless, the winner goes on and plays Philly. I don't really without. Well, I guess without Embiid being there, there is a chance to potentially make it to the Eastern Conference Finals if you're the Knicks, but I don't know. That's a pipe dream to me.
It's
That's
definitely a
dream.
pipe
That's a
dream.
pipe dream.
He
That's a
gotta,
pipe
he
dream.
gotta
I don't
come
know, man.
back.
Dev was making the joke. God rest his kidneys or his stones. But he was saying that he thinks that Trey is going to be the next Reggie Miller, and I think that's absolutely preposterous.
No, he's definitely adopting. He's gonna be the
Preposterous.
next player that New York hates. He will
I
be.
mean, look, I'm telling you right now, I don't really like him that much right now. I used to like him.
See,
I don't really like him that much, but
New York fans
I'm
is
gonna,
gonna start just like
it's gonna have to take he's gonna have to do that to the Knicks for at least one more time, right? So let's say we see the Hawks again next year and the same result, then that's when he becomes Reggie Miller. Right now, it's just a guy that's just in our way right now. I mean, I'd have the same energy towards Steph Curry if that was the situation. I'd have the same problems with Kevin Durant. I would just not like them in the moment, but you really gotta
But you know what it
miss
is?
a
It's the
lot.
first time the Knicks have been in playoffs in 8 years, and now they're playing against a player that's a rising star, and he's
But
doing
the
his
Kind of looks
thing.
like
defense
you.
has the defense.
Kinda
He's
looks like-
talking his, he's talking his, he's talking his stuff, and it's like, all right, he I don't know if that's what his intentions was, but now the Knicks fans is making him the villain, and he's going with it. I'll be the villain, so he's gonna be the next player in New York. He's gonna hate the city. Fans of the Knicks is gonna hate Trae Young.
Knicks fans don't forget for sure.
I mean, but just like Ed
This
said,
one playoff series is enough. If Atlanta eliminates the Knicks,
I think if Atlanta eliminates the Knicks and then beats Philly, then I'm gonna hate Trae Young. But if they
but
go to Philly and
I'm
then
gonna
get
say a
smoked,
good
I'm not gonna
60.
care.
Or if Atlanta eliminates New York tomorrow in the Garden, I'm good 65 to 70% of New York fans is gonna hate Trae Young more than they already do. And
Yeah,
I mean,
he's gonna be.
Yeah, but he ain't no Reggie Miller. I don't hate him as much as I hate Reggie Miller.
Obviously not
You
yet.
know what I mean?
Reggie Miller
Now-
has
Trey's not gonna do this to Spike or something. None of that's gonna happen.
but that's just like you said, John. That's in the moment though. Like when you go to,
don't worry.
when I
Let it play out.
You talk to me in 3 months, I'm not gonna even care.
Yeah,
Alright.
If that happens.
The way I look at it, the
Okay.
breakdown is they gotta win tomorrow.
Mhm.
exactly.
This is Wednesday for you guys that are listening, and then hope they can steal a game in Atlanta.
Yo, I don't even know why we're talking about this because
They got
you know what? I just
another
remembered that this is gonna air on Thursday. So the Knicks already won. We're already going to Atlanta. You're about to watch Game 6. We're gonna beat them in
Keep the
Atlanta.
positive
And
energy.
you're gonna see
The
Game
Knicks
7
already
back
won.
home, baby.
Mhm.
That's it.
Keep that
But that's
positive
neither here
energy.
nor there. That's the East,
Let's
man.
transfer our energies out to the Western Conference.
Yep. You want to talk about? Well, the Lakers are about to start, so we could save them for last. Since we do have two fans here. We have two Knicks fans here.
We'll start with the 1 and 8. We'll start with the 1 and 8. Utah, Memphis. Memphis, obviously.
Memphis came out like gangbusters, but
they won game 1. John Morant is playing his ass off in the series. The young Memphis Grizzlies is playing real tough. Dylan Brooks doing his thing, but
But let's just be honest, they don't got.
Donovan Mitchell has returned, and now the Jazz is up on the series. 3-1.
Showing you that there's levels to this shit. Like when Donovan Mitchell came back, like the young Grizzlies was good for a time, but like Donovan Mitchell just came back like, let me show these motherfuckers who they dealing with right now.
Team and Utah is just with Donovan Mitchell. Utah is a really, really good team.
It's just levels to the shit.
But John Morant is playing out his mind though.
Yeah.
And he tried to dunk on Rudy Gobert like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
Each dunk looked crazy. It was like every other attempt was like, what? Yo, he's going crazy. Like if you would have landed it, it's like, damn. Like every dunk attempt, you try, he got me. Tries again, like yo, and then again, but he gotta get him one time before the series is over. One time.
Yeah.
Yo.
And a game we got currently going. Trailblazers Nuggets.
That's the 3-6 series tied at 2.
We're at halftime right now. Nuggets are up by 3, 65-62. So we'll see. I mean, who do you think's got the best shot of winning today's game? And do you think
I
that
think
the winner of today's game wins the series?
yes, and I
Yeah,
think
the winner, definitely the winner of the game.
and I think Portland wins it.
Yeah.
I want to say Portland though.
Portland was actually down 18 at one point in this game that's currently going on.
They crawled back.
Yeah, so they cut it to 3. So they got the momentum going. All they got to do is close it out.
I mean, it's a coin flip, to be honest with you. Denver.
Whoever wins this game and if Portland wins this game, they have a great chance to close it out. Game 6 in Portland. So if Denver wins, Portland has a chance to force a 7-game series, and then it'll be more like 50-50. But if Portland wins, I think if Portland wins today, it's more of a chance Portland wins the series than if Denver wins today.
Yeah.
Okay. So
what's next? Cool. What's the next series?
Is anyone sick of the LA Clippers? Because I am.
Look,
I know they tied it up. I know it's 2-2.
It's funny.
I want Dallas to win so bad.
How shit done changed over a week. Everybody's talking, Clippers fraud, this, that. They lost 2 games in LA.
Luka Doncic is hurt, though. You can see in the last 2 games, Luka Doncic is hurt.
Deserves an Oscar, man. Come on now.
How, bro?
He's doing the superstar thing, like we losing.
Everybody loved to
But if he's a great player and everything, but
they say he had nerve damage in his neck. They said that shit.
Sit down, don't play. Then don't play. Cause look, if they was winning, I promise you, it'll be all smiles. He was talking hella shit.
If they were winning, he would say that he has a kink in his neck and it's not that bad. They're losing.
He does have a kink in his neck, bro. Like, when you got a neck injury, you can't.
You scoring on Pat Bev saying, "Oh, you can't guard me. He's too little."
But that's when the boy was healthy.
Now all of a sudden,
he was healthy though. Like we saw. We saw in Game 3, he hurt his shit, bro. They say
he so happens to hurt his shit when they're losing. That's my point, Drew.
Yo, conspiracy theory, Johnny.
What, bro?
Shit can happen at game to game. That's why it's game to game, bro. He can definitely hurt his shit in Game 3, and that's.
Well, it's more than playing the games to certain players. They also know the narratives. They know how to manipulate the narratives.
No, bro. Like everything. You can be hurt, bro. Everything is not a setup. Like they're not playing a play. It's not a play right now. Like
he could have been hurt the first 2 games, but the fact that they was winning, he wasn't showing. He could have been hurt the first 2 games, but they was winning, so it's thing. But once they start losing, all this man. It's no smiles. There's no shit talking. That's just my point.
I mean,
bro, if you look at him on the sideline, he can barely hold up his neck, bro. Like that's how you look at him on the sidelines, bro.
Drew, can I ask you a quick question? Who's your second favorite player? Is it Luka?
No, not really. I just
saying you're making a lot of excuses for him and you're defending.
No, I'm not making excuses for him. How is that making excuses for him? Because I'm saying he's hurt. Like he is if you watch the game, him on the sideline, he's definitely hurt, bro. Like he barely can hold up his head, bro. Like
acting, man.
Everything is not acting, bro. Yeah. Everything is not acting.
Because NBA players don't do that at all, right? They don't flop. They don't flop. They don't fall down. They don't pretend that they're hurt. You know who definitely doesn't do that? Your favorite player, LeBron, definitely doesn't flop.
Discount injuries, bro.
He's really hurt.
All right, bro.
Yeah.
Next series.
No, it's funny.
Next series.
They say that for Luka, right? But when Paul George is talking about how his shoulders is messed up, but they got all types of nicknames for Paul George.
Paul George, I'm so fucking sick of him.
He's getting in front of all these jokes and everything, but when he's banged up, is thing. But I'm just saying.
Nigga, last year they were saying that 2 years ago. Last year we wasn't having that Paul George. Paul George said he was depressed. Paul George last year said he was depressed. That's the difference.
That's another.
Paul George said he was depressed last year.
So depressed. Got to pick whatever team he wanted to go to.
You're playing a basketball game.
Ever known.
Depression
you
versus
gotta
an
suck that
injury
shit up,
is
right?
not.
Tell Luca to suck that shit up. How about that? Like,
Yeah.
Depression versus an injury, John, is not the same shit. This is
Some
what
would
I'm
argue
trying
that
to tell
depression is
you.
harder than an injury, actually.
Word.
So,
Exactly. I'm about to say.
so you sound crazy. Anyway, on to Drew's second team and Johnny's
But-
one and only team.
But
We got a
before we
crucial.
get off, the
Mhm.
series now 2-2.
Yep.
Clippers side up. Who y'all got?
If Luke is injured, because if Luke is injured, he's not gonna. Dallas is not gonna win.
So you giving the Mavs the excuse. Hey,
Okay.
what you got?
I got the Clippers, man. I mean, at this point, it's like they're too good. I'm sick of them, but like, I feel like on paper they're too good. And after losing 2 in LA, I don't think they're gonna lose another 2 in LA. I think ultimately it's gonna end up going to 7 if it does go anywhere. Obviously, I think the Clippers got a good shot of winning Game 5. They'll definitely win. If let's say Dallas wins Game 6, Game 7 is gonna be in LA. So, I mean, they're not gonna lose 3 times at home. It's not gonna happen.
So you got Clippers in 7. Kev, what you got?
Yeah, I definitely got the Clippers winning too. So I'll say Clippers in 7.
I got Clippers in 6. They about to win 4 straight and get rid of this Dallas team.
Yeah.
But
now we got a crucial, no AD Game 5. Lakers.
How's
Suns.
AD?
Everyone's getting blowjobs. Let's
Okay,
talk about it.
that's how you want it. That's how you
But
want
Devin
it.
Booker goes first. I gotta go first.
Your guy goes first. All right. But the thing about it, yo, John, with AD's injury, like how far you think the Lakers can actually go? Are they officially scrubbed out for the series if AD's?
No, I think the Lakers could still beat this Phoenix team without AD, but they're gonna need AD to make a finals run. Without AD,
How long
they
you
make
think
a
it?
finals
How
run.
long are they saying AD is going to be out? What's his
I don't know. They
diagnosis?
said he has a grade 1 growing strain. So
So
That
it's
hurts, bro.
like day to day, bro. Like
That hurts.
day,
A
but he's gonna
growing
he's gonna miss some
strain?
time.
a
Growing.
growing strain.
Growing.
Yeah.
I thought you
it's
said
the-
growing. I'm like, that nigga about to get
Right here.
tall?
No, I said
Nah, growing.
grade 1. He was diagnosed with a grade 1
Got it,
growing
got
strain.
it.
Oh, so he's not even for like if they even finish this series, he's definitely out for next series, like all of next series. If that's
Nah, I think with that it's day to day. He'll probably be back, but it's an injury that you gotta be careful with because like
anything like
I'm not gonna lie,
groin,
that
hamstring.
whole leg is just his whole leg, that whole side. He has knee, he had calf.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, when you
Like-
He might have. I don't know if
We
he had
talked about this.
Achilles tendonitis.
We talked about this before the playoffs, though, man. It's like, are the injuries going to be the reason why the Lakers aren't going to win?
But it might be.
Looking
It might
like
be a
that.
fault.
It's looking like that because if they make it out this round, they headed straight up against the Utah Jazz.
No.
The
The
Utah
winner,
Jazz.
the winner of LA Phoenix played they played the winner of Portland and Denver.
Portland. Yeah, Portland and Denver.
It's 2-7.
Oh, Portland, Denver.
2-7, 3-6.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Well, Denver is gonna. Even though I really think Denver is going, I want Portland to win that, but I really think Denver is going to win it. To be honest with you, but Denver is no joke to play with. Like if AD can't go for that, if AD can't go, like they're in serious trouble.
As I said, for the finals run, they're in trouble. But I think LA can still pull the series out without AD.
Now, is that your fandom talking, or is that like?
No, I
hey,
think
I'm a diehard basketball fan.
no, it's not fandom. I feel like this Laker roster still has the pieces to still, to still manage to win against Phoenix. Other than Chris Paul and like maybe 2 to 3 other players, this Suns team doesn't really have the playoff experience.
Yeah.
So and then Lakers still got LeBron James. Like him or not, LA still has LeBron James.
True. Drew, I have a quick question for you. If the Suns win this game today and they go up 3-2.
Yep.
And AD's definitely not. I'm just all hypothetical. Definitely not going to play game 6.
He's not playing for the rest of the series.
Okay.
Perfect.
Perfect. So let's say hypothetically the Suns win this game.
Mm-hmm.
Does LeBron fake an injury that you're gonna say give him an excuse for?
Okay, that is such a
Does he?
bullshit question.
Does he?
That's
Does he?
such a bullshit question.
Does he? Does he
All
fake
right.
an injury?
No, that's a bullshit question.
Does he?
That's a bullshit
No, I'm not
question.
saying he's gonna fake it for game
Nah,
6.
because you're
I think
playing right now,
if they're
bro.
down by 15 or they're down
You're
by
playing
20
right now,
late in the
bro.
fourth, I'm just saying hypothetically, do you think LeBron fakes an injury?
You're playing right now. I'm not even gonna answer that question.
Kev, do you think LeBron fakes an injury? Hell yeah.
No,
Yeah,
nigga.
pull up, act like he got a hammy,
Yeah.
and
Start
be like,
working
You would love that. You would love that shit.
Oh, you
because I
hate
ain't
to see
finished
it.
the last
You would
6
love that
minutes.
shit.
Oh, you
No,
hate to see it. Oh, look at LeBron. He's in so much pain right now. Oh, it breaks his heart. It breaks his heart. He definitely wanted to repeat.
Bro, if they lose this game, he's going all out in game 6, bro. It's gonna be fucking. I can see like
But if they're down by 20 in the
Miami
fourth,
Heat
do you think he fakes an injury?
Yo, nigga, stop with that faking injury bullshit.
I'm just saying.
Because it's not gonna fucking happen.
But if
Bro.
they're down by 20, do you think he fakes an injury?
Oh my god, shut
Hypothetical
up.
situation.
Just yes or no. Just yes or no.
That's
No,
just yes or
nigga.
Okay.
No,
Don, do you
nigga.
think he'll do that?
Nah, I don't think he'll do that.
But if they're down by 20, I mean, that's something LeBron does, right? That's his like whole shtick.
This
And
is
it's
from
to give his
LeBron
fans
hater, bro.
and his
From
stands
the
an
mad
excuse to be
LeBron
like,
hater, bro.
nah, yo, they're lucky because AD was hurt and LeBron got hurt like
listen.
late in that game.
The
Anyway.
fucking hater. He's like
Kev, who do you have winning this series?
I got the Suns in 6.
Mhm.
Oh damn! So you got the Suns winning the next 2.
Drew, I don't even really want to ask you, but go ahead.
I want to see Lakers go. It's gonna go to 7. Lakers in 7. It's gonna go to 7.
And John?
I'm gonna say Lakers in 7. I think due to AD being out, I think Lakers lose today. Lakers win the next, and then Lakers win the next 2.
Yeah, I disagree with you, and I agree with Kev. I think the Suns are going to pull this out in 7. All right. Anything else in the NBA?
Nope.
We had Mark Eaton, former Jazz. Passed away, RIP. So there's a note that Dev had here that I skipped, and I apologize for that. So condolences to his family. Next up, NFL news. I have one big thing that happened here that Tev had, but anybody else have anything a little bit more interesting?
I have something.
Yeah, what do you got, John?
Adam Vinatieri retired. That's what Dev had?
That's right, legend. No, his is way worse.
Kicking legend.
Legend. Played 25 years, something like that.
Yeah, he definitely played
Played till he probably couldn't kick anymore. Played on obviously great teams. If it wasn't for him, the Patriots dynasty I don't think would ever exist. So shout out to him. Enjoy your retirement. I hope to see you as a special teams coach at some point. I'll talk quick. Have you guys seen pictures of Tebow?
I seen that the pictures came out. They said
Tebow is fucking jacked, like fucking ripped.
But to be honest, though,
he's always been though.
He's always been.
But he is like much bigger. I don't know if it's the number 85 that's making him look bigger, but that boy is pretty big.
When he always used to be in shape, like even when he was playing, like way back, like he was always just like Kev said, he was always been like he was always like
a tight end body, but I mean this dude, he looks pretty ripped. But speaking of Tebow. Apparently Urban Meyer was on AEW this week. Did you guys see that? I don't know why Tev wanted to talk about this. I did briefly hear about this, but I believe he handed a suitcase to Chris Jericho, and then Urban Meyer helped out Chris Jericho, and then Chris Jericho smashed a suitcase on another wrestler. I'm pulling up the clip now. Dev's going to put it up here too. But it looks like, they're in the Jaguars facility. I'm just going to try to play-by-play this. They throw Chris Jericho a football, and boom, he throws it at the guy. Throw him another football. He throws it at the other guy. And then Urban Meyer goes, okay, here's a laptop. Takes the laptop, gives it to Jericho. Jericho holds it and smashes it on the guy's head.
Wrestling promo.
No, this is a legitimate I guess they just went into the NFL facility.
Yeah, wrestling promo.
It
Bro.
wasn't a promo. That was a legit, like, like the street fights that go outside. That's what it looked like. It looked, maybe they were fighting. They were not having a staged match at Jaguars Stadium, and they had got into Urban Meyer's office. That was stupid. So yeah, go ahead. Add the clip here. Watch the clip. Thanks for that, Dev.
I don't know.
Another big important thing that he had outside the NFL. We're just going to keep talking everything here in the open run. Naomi Osaka has now withdrawn from the French Open.
Yeah, so
she did? Why?
Nah, because
she got fined. She chose not to show up to the media day thing,
press conference
to talk to the reporters. So she got fined $15,000. She said she knew she had some mental things going on, so that's why she declined to show up for the press conference.
It's all because she cited her anxiety as a reason why she like wants to step away from like doing press conferences. Yeah, the mental stuff, and she believes that us, like the media, like they all like they're like when you have mental issues, we can see how the players break down, like decide like after a loss. She cited like how Serena was after like a big crucial loss, and like she definitely wants to shy away from like the media aspect. Like she's been dealing with anxiety, and from she said like back in like 2019, and like that's the reason why she declined to be in the French Open, because she doesn't want to do the press. Like
right.
And
she doesn't like cameras. And also, like, it's not like they're the nicest people in the world. Obviously, the media, the press, not us, because we're not the media or the press. We would definitely just be like, hey, Naomi, what color Gatorade do you drink? You know what I mean? Like, we're not, they ask super pressing questions. They're going to, definitely going to flare up her anxiety if she's already having insecurities about anything. They're definitely going to bring that up, because that's what they know is going to get the bigger story. That's what they know is going to get more clicks. That's going to get more views. It's going to be a bigger article, and they will get paid more. It's fucked up and it's sick, man. So shout out to Naomi. Make sure she,
shout out to her.
We'll see you again. She's obviously a great tennis player, and she'll be back. You know what I mean? She'll be winning Grand Opens, Grand Slams. She'll be winning Grand Slams. Whenever, man.
I think Grand Slams is when you win more than one.
That's what she's gonna do. I just said that. I knew that. That's why I said it like that.
But
you said it like you was trying to pick like which Open she was gonna win.
Hey. I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to tennis, but I know that's a thing. But if you win multiple, I want her to win multiple Opens, so that's a Grand Slam, right?
The British Open, U.S. Open, French Open, and I think it's the Australia. I don't know what the Australian one.
Yeah, she'll get it. She'll get it, man. She'll come back. She'll come back stronger. And, get your mentals right, girl. Get your mentals right.
But it also brings up a great question.
What Beast Mode said?
Get your mentals right. Get your chicken.
And take care of your mentals, man.
Take care of your mentals, man.
I'm just here so I won't get fined. So
no. We're talking about getting your mentals right.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, just
getting your mentals right. But I probably should have brought this up after AEW. But you guys hear about what happened to Cena?
What happened to Cena?
As in John Cena.
Yep.
So obviously we know what's going on with China and Taiwan, and obviously it's discussed in there. And I just want to say, for the OSA podcast and Don's LLC, we don't want to get canceled, and we don't want China to be mad at us. But if you don't think that Taiwan's a country, it's not a country. It's a country. But anyway, John Cena said that it was a country, said Taiwan was a country, and China did not like that. Now John Cena has to sell a movie. He's in the new Fast and the Furious movie where he plays Dominic Toretto's brother that apparently we haven't seen in fucking 8 movies, and is white.
Where was he?
So that's weird. Even though Vin Diesel portrays himself as a Brazilian, Cuban, Dominican, I don't even know what he's supposed to be.
Shut up.
But anyway, that's neither here nor there. The Fast and Furious franchise is fucking amazing. It's totally fake, and none of it will ever happen. They've all died at least 10 times in all their things. R.I.P. Paul Walker. But I meant they're fake characters.
Yes,
but yeah, so he then apologized and legitimately, Dev, if you can find the video, I know you're listening to this or watching this while you're editing.
Come on,
homie apologized in Mandarin to China So he
He
can
said
sell
China
tickets.
box office Fast and Furious 9 falls 85%.
Yeah, man. Listen, you don't want to piss off China. That's why LeBron got some flack too for being an advocate for Black Lives Matter and being very, very opinionated on the issues that
Nah,
happen in America. No, time out. But then
that
when it came
was
to questions with China, he wanted no part of answering for China. And obviously they were there. It was a little difficult, but also at the end of the day, China makes everything, man, and they kind of control everything. So they kind of have the U.S. by the ball. So you can't really disagree with what they're saying. It's just what it is.
yeah.
Everything's made there. If they want Korea, let them take Korea too. I don't know, man. Y'all figure it out. I think we're gonna have to treat China the way we treated Japan, but that's just me.
Okay. I don't know where that went to,
I
but
guess that's everything.
I mean, drop bombs is what I mean.
Oh, this guy's crazy. I know. I know what he's talking about.
I'm kidding, China. I want no smoke. Like I said, the OSA podcast wants no smoke. If you guys want to pay us $500 million, we will take it.
all right,
we will not air this episode.
Cut that.
I'm not talking badly about China.
No,
I think China's great. Everything they do is great.
Joke that you said.
Which one?
It's a little crazy.
Yeah, shit that's crazy is like our government is already tapped into our Zoom already. We already said China too many times.
Yeah. You know what that means? We're gonna get more views and more likes. Let's go.
Probably.
All right, and then the last thing, Jake Paul has finally picked his opponent.
Actually, Woodley, Terry Woodley.
And it's OSA's very own Andrew Durant, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, take it over.
I only know his
I
last
think you got
name.
a good shot, bro.
Okay.
I think you could beat him, bro.
I would definitely lose if I was fighting Jake Paul. I would definitely
lose. So? You don't think you got the hands?
Think so. I mean, boxing is not my sport, but I can street fight. I can do.
What if I gave you a break? Would you beat up Jake Paul?
Yeah.
I can street
fight. What if I gave you a break? Would you beat up Jake Paul?
I mean, Jake Paul looked like he trains. I wouldn't last. I don't got the endurance to last a boxing match. I don't think so. Maybe.
I think Kev could fucking boxing match. Jake Paul, Kevin Jett wants to fight you. He lives in Carmel, New York. You can find him there.
I would train and take that fight.
Yeah. Anyway, but he actually picked Tyron Woodley, who went 0 for 3 his last 3 fights, got submitted, knocked out, and then it went to decision. I will pull up his record. Obviously, former MMA. Oh no, he's a current MMA fighter, correct?
Yes, current UFC
He's
fighter.
Still active. But he doesn't look like a punk. You know what I mean? He don't look like a pushover.
But it's not about. It's another UFC fighter. I think Jake Paul wins.
I mean,
you think Jake Paul wins? That was my next question.
It's boxing because you're not going to be able to.
I got Jake Paul.
You're not going to be able to.
Like, you think Jake Paul knocks him out? You think this is like? Are we gonna see? I guess what I'm asking is are we gonna see another Nate Robinson and another fucking Ben Askren where it's just like this shit is not even fucking cool? Or are we actually gonna see a fight? And the difference too, big time news. Dev, I don't know if you can add this, but let me get that Swiss Beats. Showtime. It's on Showtime. It's not on Triller. So
for real though?
Yeah,
that's big.
Showtime. Yeah, it's a big fight. I got Jake Paul.
That's big.
I think Jake Paul wins.
You willing to put your money on it?
Another bet?
No, I ain't betting you. I'm just saying, would you go to and if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. But would you gamble money and actually go on a sports book?
I might.
Yeah.
I understand these UFC fighters train everything, but that's not their specialty. They can have knockout power and everything, but they don't train to box. He's boxing UFC fighters, so he has that advantage. He's trained in boxing. The UFC fighters is trained in martial arts, a little boxing, wrestling. It's a mixture of everything.
I wonder what his boxing background is. Woodley is.
Yo, Sanchez is such a bum, bro. Bottom of the 10th inning, full, everybody bases loaded. It's a 2-2 count, and he strikes out at a ball outside in the dirt. His cliche strikeout, and then pretends like he's upset when he walks off the field. Like, yo, you're trash, bro. Go home.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I'm sorry, Kev.
play in
So
Philly.
I actually have a quote from Woodley. He vows to break Jake Paul's jaw, and he's pumped up.
We'll see, man. Like, you
It's
know,
definitely gonna be. This definitely gonna be his toughest matchup. Like Willie is definitely gonna give him his toughest matchup to date. But when it goes to distance, Jake Paul is gonna come out the victor. But it's definitely gonna be. Willie ain't no slouch.
I'm not saying it's a slouch. I'm just saying he's a UFC fighter, and this is not a UFC fight. It's a boxing fight. It's two different things. I know they're professional fighters, but it's two different things.
Yeah. And real quick too, before this episode comes out, actually, yeah. So we'll cover it next week. But Logan and Mayweather will be fighting this Sunday.
Yeah, this Sunday. Fight this Sunday.
Ooh, Sunday. Shit, I'm
So
definitely.
Who y'all got?
Come on, man.
Come on, is that a
Who
question?
y'all got?
Is it
Floyd
really a
wins that
question?
easily.
I mean, I want you to tell me who you got, and I want you to tell me what happens.
Mayweather is knocking his ass out like in like the fourth round.
Okay. I don't
I
think
don't
there'll
think
be
it's
a
gonna be a
knockout.
knockout. I got
I
Floyd
don't
by
think there's gonna be a
unanimous
knockout. These
decision.
boys gonna make it go the distance.
Yeah, I think Floyd's gonna go the distance, just beat his ass every round. Just
Yeah.
beat his ass every round.
Kev, you don't think he's too old? Kev?
Who do I think Mayweather's too old?
Yeah.
No,
You think he's
not for this
still
fight.
got that?
Not
You
for
think
this fight.
you think he can still
Floyd
bounce
only-
around and
Unfortunately, it's gonna go the distance, just because, or we're gonna see in like
Listen,
they
let
play
me-
they doing what a full like 12 rounds.
I think they're doing 7
They're doing 7.
or
Yeah,
6.
so
They're not doing 12 fucking rounds.
they might let it go the distance, which is a shame.
They're
But
like,
really, what I want to see is one of those like
Well,
30-second
I'm not gonna lie.
Tyson fight type shit.
It's gonna be whatever Mayweather decides because it's like, all right,
that's true.
if he wants to get it
Exactly.
over with, he wants to put on the show, like, you know, dodge a few punches and beat his ass, you know, like throw boom, boom, boom. It's all on
Nah,
Mayweather.
I wanna see like them old school 30-second Tyson fights, bro. I want that shit done with.
But that's not Mayweather style though. He's not that type
Yeah.
of
I
fighter.
know, but you trying to tell me he can't come out and do that?
Mayweather's a counterpunch guy too, though, man. He's gonna.
You can't
Jake
tell
Paul,
me
I don't
he
think
can't
Jake
come out
Paul's
and
gonna
do
get close enough to him too. And all right, so you know what? Fuck it. Fuck that. Fuck y'all.
30 seconds.
You know what's
he's
gonna
knock him
happen?
out in 30 seconds.
Jake
And
and
you
Paul,
saying he
Jake
can't?
and Floyd.
No, that's not his style. He's
Jake
not that type of
or
fighter.
Jake. Logan and Floyd is buddy. They're shaking hands. They're gonna laugh in all of our faces. This shit's gonna go to decision. They're either gonna make it a fucking draw, or Logan's gonna win, and Mayweather's gonna make it a thing, and then they're gonna be like, so they could promote another fucking fight. Come on, let's be real. And Jake's gonna be on the sideline too, hopping up the crowd, bouncing up and down. This is all.
I think he's not allowed to
theatrics,
get the
man.
fight because of what happened, the hat situation.
Bro, John, how much
It's not
wrestling
gonna
have
be that.
Johnny, we grew up in the Attitude Era. You don't think that, oh my God, is that Jake Paul? He's gonna be fucking coming down the stands, like sit like outside the building, like it's gonna be streaming out. John, this shit, it's like, why are we being fooled by this? Or why are y'all being fooled by this? Because I'm not fooled. I see right through
Jake
it.
Paul. I mean, like that's his brother. Jake Paul is definitely going to be there, but like,
Yeah, but you don't think there's
no...
going to be cameras everywhere and they're going to be talking about him most of the fight? Come on, man. These boys, all of them, and Floyd included, they're all about making money. They don't go.
It's not going to be no second fight. Like that is way too orchestrated. That's not going to happen.
I don't know, man. I think they will. I think they're going to do something to make them hate each other more.
No.
Get another hat stolen, and then we'll see another fight.
Okay.
That's the open run.
Oh.
It is. It is what it is. It's done. We'll see what happens. I don't trust any of these fucking people. But anyway, we're gonna move on to bag it or trash it. Fan favorite, bag it or trash it. So first question: if the Clippers don't make it to the next round, is it time to blow up the team? Kevin, you first. Blow it up. Who would you keep on the Clippers, or would you just completely blow them all up?
I would get rid of everybody except for Kawhi and let him feel Stupid
Yeah.
and alone.
It's
Feel
not
like
their
he should have
choice.
stayed in Toronto.
You heard Kevin's not their choice. Kawhi has a player option, so if they lose, he can opt out and go wherever.
Yeah,
he
he
wants.
can definitely opt out and go to the free
Yeah,
agent.
yeah. So
Do you
He's
think
in
he opts
control.
out and joins the Nets or opts out and joins the Lakers? Which one? 'Cause, I mean, at
Neither.
this point, fuck it. Ooh,
yeah,
Kawhi
let them
opts
blow.
out
Let them blow it out, and Kawhi come to New York. Let's get it.
to the Knicks. Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know what's crazy? That's my prediction.
Yeah. I like that
I said if
actually.
the Clippers lose in the first round, I got Kawhi coming to New York.
Yeah, I like that.
But
I like
we'll
that.
see what
All right,
happens.
but John, back of the trash it.
They don't make it to the next round. They definitely should blow it up because this would be a huge failure for a team that's supposed to be challenging for titles.
Is this the third year or second year that they're all
Second. Damn,
Damn, so I'm gonna blow it up after 2 years.
Yeah,
It
I
was
don't
up
think
3-1
so.
last year. It was up
Yeah.
3-1, lost, and then lose in the first round. That's not progress.
Yeah, it's definitely not. You're right. All right. Drew, back of the trash it.
But the thing I'm gonna trash it because it's only 2 years. Like 2 years is way too quick to just dissolve everything. Like you've been to the playoffs twice. Like you can, there are steps you can take. You bring in like a few more pieces. Let's see this shit work out even more. Like give it to at least like 3 years. Like 2 years and then done. That's no way to make a team. Like I wouldn't say that. I'll trash that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing if there are any pretty good free agents that you could kind of bring in if you do blow it up. So I'm gonna say trash it just because I don't see the talent that's gonna be out there. So Kawhi can opt out. Chris Paul will be a free agent. Mike Conley could be a free agent. Kyle Lowry could be DeMar DeRozan, Victor Oladipo, Tim Hardaway. I mean, none of these names, Danny Green, Andre Iguodala, none of these names, JJ Redick, these names aren't really like reaching out to me. So if you do blow a team up like that, it's like, well, who are you gonna do to repair your team? You know what I mean?
Like,
It's not like you could trade.
It's not always
you
free
can't-
agents.
Yeah, but you can't really trade. What are you gonna get back for Chris Paul, man? I mean, not Chris Paul, Paul George. What do you? You're not gonna be able to trade Kawhi, which is your best asset.
You could. Also, you know what else? Ed? The Clippers don't got a first round pick till 2027.
Yeah, that's the thing
That's
about
bad.
So 2027?
Yeah,
Yeah.
2027.
They trade all their picks to get Paul
Jesus.
George. To get Paul George, they
So that's what I'm
gave up
saying.
all their picks.
As I'm saying,
Oh.
they lose, might as well blow it up and try to get some picks back and just hit the rebuild.
Yeah. I don't really know how many trading pieces that they have that they're gonna get that's gonna be worth it, but I don't know. It seems like a lot. So I don't see how you can go to two back-to-back playoff appearances. Although they lost 3-1. Now let's say maybe they get bounced in the first round. I just don't see what the payback was for it. Like you said, they don't have picks until 2027. You said?
Yeah, 2027.
That's so crazy.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? Like it has to be worth something, you know what I mean? So they're definitely not going to get it all back. So yeah, I mean, for now I'll trash it, but talk to me in about a week. Whoopsies. So next up in Bag of the Trash It, we have should the NBA have tougher restrictions for fans? I mean, I think we all kind of touched on this a little bit, but John, go to you first.
How can you make tougher restrictions? Ban them for life.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing you can really do. Like, to be honest, like they already have tough restrictions on them by banning them. So
yeah, thanks, John. Drew, do you bag of the trash it?
That's
you, John.
Trash it. Since they're doing all they can do. So
yeah,
I mean, like what they want them to do.
Yeah, Kev, bag of the trash it.
I say bag it only because I think the only one thing that they can do is like, don't allow seating next to or over like the walkways where the players are coming in and out. You know what I mean? Somebody really has to go the extra mile to throw something or do something to get it to where like it really is like, you know what I mean? Like I know.
Yeah, but then Russ can't give sneakers to a little boy.
I mean,
but I mean, at the end of the game, like security could let like a little boy come down and get like a sneaker signed or something like that. But okay, if that's something they gotta do for like until COVID is done, so for this season, then just do that shit.
Yeah, I'm a trash it just because Go ahead,
That
John.
fan did.
I
That man did
I
not
think
leave
they
his
could,
seat to
but
pour
they could.
popcorn on homie. He didn't leave his seat to pour the popcorn on Russ.
Yeah, he just went.
But
Yeah.
actually, they could do. What they could do is they could call up each league, right? They could call up the NFL, call up MLB, call up hockey, each venue,
Yeah, but
MLS, soccer, tennis.
none of them are dealing with that.
No, but my point is, look, all right, look, this is what we're gonna do. The fans keep acting up. Can we come to an agreement? Like, we're just gonna ban him from all sporting events, such
Oh,
and
damn.
such.
Yeah, in
One
that
second.
Yeah, you
city
can't go
or
nowhere.
whatever.
Yeah, it's
At
just
least in
Yeah.
that city.
ban
Yeah,
them.
can you imagine? So, like, you know how like the FBI has like the top, what is it?
The
America's
top
Most
100,
Wanted.
most
Yeah,
wanted.
yeah, top 100. Can you
Them niggas
imagine,
ban
dog?
with-
Like, you can't go nowhere. You
Yeah,
can't
no
go
way. Not
anywhere.
the city,
Any
Cav,
stadium don't
nowhere.
matter. You
Complete
can't go
ban from all sports
nowhere, bro.
events. Complete ban.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
tough.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you, fans ain't gonna do that shit.
Oh, okay. So there's been like another proposal. Like, you know how like you go to like go to a football game and after halftime, boom, no more drinks, right? Go to a baseball game, 7th inning, that's it, no more drinks. Start the 8th inning, no more
No,
drinks, right? They cut you
I
off.
understand that, but it's not always the alcohol.
No. Hear me out. You let them in on the 2 stipulations. They can go to games. But if they pay, let's because 9 times out of 10 people pay for StubHub. You know, they go through StubHub, Ticketmaster, you know, whatever. They don't really, no one's really a season ticket holder unless they're a fucking millionaire, you know, or thousandaire, whatever. So let's say you go and you get your StubHub, right? You put it in, boop boop, right? And it's like, oh shit, like Jonathan Reyes bought this ticket. Okay, cool. Guess what? Like, you can't sit where you think you bought your seats. You got to go sit in the worst seat in the house. You got to go sit up in the nosebleeds, and you can't drink because they're gonna ask you for your ID, and you're like, sorry man, I can't sell it to you. You right? Is that you? Is that your face? That's you? Nah, sorry man. No drinks for you. No food for you neither.
You
know what I mean? So you gotta starve. You're gonna have bad seats, and you're not gonna want to do any of that ever again. And there's a 5-year probation. So in 5 years you could repeal. And if you got good behavior, then you can get your life back.
I mean, that's one thing, but
It's not gonna happen. It's a little too
it's a little
too over the top. But anyway, obviously I bag it. There's obviously better ways we could handle everything. Did he put this question to piss me off? Okay, bag it or trash it. Does Mac Jones give the Patriots a better chance than Cam Newton? I'm gonna go to Drew first.
he's a rookie, so I would say fresh out the gate, no. Like Cam Newton is still the best shot. So
Former MVP.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's still the best shot. So I'm gonna trash that. So
Yeah.
Maybe.
Kev, bag it or trash it.
Yeah, that's an obvious trash it right now, unless something's going on in camp that we don't know and don't see, and Cam is really just like on the route to being like Jamarcus Russell or something. Like aside from that, like it's a trash it because Cam has the experience, like he can do it and has the weapons now, and it's really no excuse for Mac not to be on the bench all year. And when he does come back next year, haunt the Jets for another 15, 20 years.
I'm not too worried about that. John, bag it or trash it.
I'm trashing it. Come on, man. Like I think Mac Jones has potential, but come on, Doc gonna give him a better chance.
There's no reason for him to not have to sit out a year at least.
Yeah, this was stupid. Yeah, this was a stupid question. I love Dev a lot, but I feel like he knew he was going to be out today, and just wanted to make me mad. I think that's what it was. He wanted me to ask that question. Next up is Fernando Tatis, the best hitter in baseball. Johnny, you first.
He's a great player, but I'm gonna trash it. I don't think he's the best hitter. He's one of the better players in the league, but I don't think he's the best hitter in the league.
Who would you say is the best hitter?
The best hitter.
Let's go.
Like when he's healthy, I like
Walk off
DJ.
the run, home
DJ's
run,
one of the better
Clint.
hitters.
Who hit it? Clint? Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, DJ's one of the better hitters in the league when he's healthy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't call him a machine for no reason.
Got him. What else you got? Like, it's like, hitting, it's like, you got the power hitters that hit the horns, but we're talking about players with the like that like the high batting averages. It's usually like in the 320 plus range. So, Tatis he's a great hitter though. I don't think he's the best, but I could be wrong. This is my opinion, so I'm gonna trash it.
Yes, and for the record, Tatis is batting .299. He's got 16 home runs on the season, which is tied for first.
299 is good though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, almost 300. You bat 300, you're a Hall of Famer for a career. 37 RBIs, which is tied for 13th, and he has an on-base percentage of 1.091. Drew, bag it or trash it?
I am definitely trash it because best is really like, I wouldn't say best. I just in my opinion, I wouldn't say the best hitter in baseball.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put the pressure on you. I'm not gonna ask you who you think is the better hitter. But I will ask Kev who the better hitter is. It's not a sport. It's fine.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You
I got you, man. Kev, bag it or trash it, and if you trash it, who is the best hitter, in your opinion, this season?
Trash it. Best hitter right now this season. It's hard to say because you know how I am as far as keeping track of other teams, but just top 3 hitters in the league. Bryce, Mike,
Trout, yeah.
DJ, even though DJ's in a slump right now.
Yeah, you got the players in the Dodgers. You got Cody, Mookie.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Mookie.
Bellinger, right? That's what you talking about.
Yep. Cody. Nice.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Bellinger and
you got
Chris Bryant.
I was gonna say one that is not really true, but it's just amazing what he can do. I was gonna say what's his name? Osaka.
Oh, Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, Ohtani.
Osaka.
He's a good hitter, though. Yeah, no, he's great. He's a great hitter, great pitcher. I mean, I think he's in the top, like when it comes to. I mean, I don't know for.
But my top four is definitely DJ, Bellinger, Trout, and who did I say? What's the name?
Harper.
Ohtani.
And Bryce, yeah.
Bryce. So I'm gonna trash it as well. I just wanted to confirm because the 2 guys that I've been saying that have been having pretty amazing seasons thus far. Vlad Guerrero Jr. currently, he is 3rd in batting average, batting at .337. He's got 17 home runs, and he's got 45 RBIs, and also he is 3rd in hits, tied with Marcus Semien, and low-key Adam Frazier from the Pirates and Nick Castellanos from the Reds. Both those guys have been having pretty underrated seasons. Again, if you're not following those teams, obviously, if you play fantasy baseball, if you follow those teams, you're fully aware of these 2 dudes.
The Braves got hitters too. This hitters are.
I do love Tatis though. He's literally becoming like one of my favorite players. Like he is.
And his teammate good hitter too, Machado, Manny.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't tell me that LA getting smoked right now.
Yeah,
that's early.
Yeah, I mean, John's not worried about it. You know, it is what it is.
It's early.
We're keeping an eye on it. We'll wait till halftime. I'm cool to stay up if you guys are cool to stay up, but I don't really want to stay up. Anyway, we're moving on to Drew's favorite.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I ain't trying to stay up, man. She got a broken collarbone, man. I can't do nothing. Marquee Miss, Drew, your baby.
My Marquee,
go for it.
Yes, my Marquee Miss is going to be Friday's game of the Mets versus the Padres. That is definitely going to be A1 matchup. So I'm picking that. So let's go. I'm thinking Padres go win that though. Padres.
Yeah, Mets and Padres.
He picked a baseball game.
I'm making. Yeah. I mean,
I'm proud of you, Drew. Are you gonna actually watch it?
Yes, I am gonna watch it.
All right, do me a favor. Next week, I want a summary of that game. Of that series,
detailed summary. Matter of fact, you could do.
We don't even have to put it on air.
Double space. MLA format.
Okay, guys. Whatever. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, Marquee Miss.
John, Marquee Miss.
You know what's crazy? My Marquee Miss was the same as Drew. I had the Mets and Padres
It
3
really
game
was
set.
mine too.
Oh, and
Another one.
But to switch it up, I'm gonna pick another series. I'm gonna pick Atlanta, the Braves, and the Dodgers.
Okay.
That's my
Two
series.
really good teams.
wait. Time out. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
I just heard you was.
Actually, the series starts Thursday, so it's a 4 game set. Starts Thursday on the 4th.
I would just heard you surprised that I pick a baseball game as my Marquee Miss.
Yeah.
I've been doing that for the past 3 weeks.
Oh.
Obviously, you don't
Guess I really don't pay attention to you. Kev, Marquee Miss.
asshole.
Hold on, I'm looking at it. I'm looking because I really had that shit too. That shit's crazy.
So we all picking the same game. That's
No, Johnny switched it up.
No,
Switched it.
Johnny
Actually, it's a
switched
3 game
it up.
set. I got the dates mixed wrong. I messed up. It's a 3 game set. Dodgers, Braves is a 3 game set.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go with Philly versus the Nationals. But actually, no. I think Marquee Miss, Astros, Blue Jays. That's a Marquee Miss right there.
Mhm.
Why?
Here's how I looked at it.
Because both of those teams are in contention. It's a Marquee Miss that weekend only because the marquee game, Yankees play Boston this whole weekend.
I had mine and I just fucking lost it. God damn it. Give me 1 second here. Okay. Come on, you fucking bitch. My Marquee Miss is. Nope, that's not it either. My Marquee Miss was Cincinnati, Philly. I think we're going to just see a lot of bombs dropped all week. I did mention Castellanos. Kev also mentioned Harper. So those guys just drop bombs all day. And now, some of you may know this, some of you may not know this, but over the weekend, we posted Ask Us Questions on our OSA fan page, on our OSA actual page, and on all of our personal Instagrams. I have a question that I'll add to it. I think you guys will get a kick out of it. The only response that I got was I got a lot of troll ones, and I'm not going to talk about that one, but I do want to shout out.
No, it's funny. I got a troll one too, and Dev added it to the.
I got troll ones of guys that just like know me on a personal level and know how much I get frustrated. But shout out Danny Berletic. So he's on Instagram at Who's Danny B. Said, how many games will it take for Zach Wilson to be considered a bust? Which is hilarious that he's saying that. But
funny question.
You know what? I'll give it to him. You guys want to answer it?
Yeah, if I had to answer, I would say at minimum, let's say he's a bust.
Yeah.
Minimum.
I would say 20, 25 games, something like that.
I'd say minimum 3 seasons.
3 seasons. Very good, John.
Nah, because me, I really wanted to say 30 games, but like halfway through, like if he starts all this year and halfway through next season, he's not that. It's Jets, bro. They're not gonna give it to the third season.
I understand that he played for New York, but he could also be a player that just starts off slow and then blossoms late. That's why I say you gotta give it at least a minimum of 3. Because if year 3 he take off, he's the superstar that he's supposed to be. He's like, nobody's gonna complain about the first 2 years.
Mm-hmm. Look at Eli Manning. Everyone forgets Eli Manning's rookie year because he won the 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah, I mean, look at another quarterback in your division, Ed.
Who are we talking about?
Josh Allen?
Oh, Josh Allen. Yeah, Josh Allen.
Exactly.
I thought you were going to talk about Tua. I was like, Tua has not proved anything except for the fact that he can get replaced by Ryan Fitzpatrick.
What I'm saying, you got,
and that's your boy. Kevin loves him some Tua.
Yeah, Tua going to take a
Tua trash. Tua's bad. Tua's not a good quarterback.
Right, lower.
That's neither here nor there. Drew, how you feel about my boy?
You better chill. Samoans run up on you on the street.
I totally have the same comments as John, because it takes a couple of years to.
Nigga calls himself a fan. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, nigga, it's true, bro. Like, it takes a couple of years to be known as a bust, bro. Like, you can. So
That's
right.
not what the point. All right, ready? Can I go? Okay.
Yes. Since
Here you go,
you're
Danny. This is what's not going to happen. Zach is not going to be a bust. Period. He's not going to be a bust. It's going to take 0 games. It's going to take
I mean,
infinity amount of
all
games.
right. Since
He's
you
never
don't
going to
want
be a
to
bust.
answer
Is what
the
you're
damn
supposed to say.
question,
I am answering the question. He's not going to be a bust. Period.
nigga.
Period.
All right, cool. Yes.
Would you consider?
No, I would
Tom
love.
Brady a bust?
I would
No.
love to. I
Never
would
had a chance to
definitely.
be a bust.
I would definitely. That would be the perfect answer. I would love him to not be a bust.
That's what you're supposed
That's
to
my
say.
shit all day. Like
Okay.
I'm just answering the question as the question, bro.
Yeah. I really wish that Dev would put who actually asked these questions. So if you know who it came from, comment. Leave a little comment. It came from you. Say, hey, that was me, and we'd be like, oh man, thanks for the question.
Yeah, he definitely should
Uh,
have. Yeah.
He definitely should have put the name up. Like,
So this question is, if basketball was rap, who would be Drake, who would be J. Cole, and who would be Kendrick? That's a good question.
Nah, that's a good one.
I'm gonna go to my hip hop head, John, first with this one.
Drake, Kendrick, and Cole will definitely be. It's definitely will be Bron. It's gonna be LeBron, KD. LeBron, KD.
The LeBron is Drake, is what you're saying.
LeBron's Drake.
KD is J. Cole.
Yeah, I'll say KD's Kendrick.
Okay, and then who's J. Cole?
That's the hard part. I'm trying to figure out that third spot. Who will be J. Cole? I feel like it's a couple players, but I'm also trying to match like personalities also with it. Like I'm trying to match like obviously when they say that is like all about the skills, like the skills and how good they are. So I'm trying
And
to
also
do.
how they carry themselves too, though. You want to try to.
So
That's a good
I'm gonna
question.
say J. Cole, someone who's talented, that's low key. For the J. Cole part, I'm gonna give it to Kawhi.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give it to
that's
Kawhi.
a good call. That's a
Some
good
may
call.
argue it, but that's how I'm matching it up. So
Yeah.
LeBron's Drake, KD Kendrick, and J. Cole's Kawhi.
Drew, I know you can't contain yourself, so you can go ahead and go first.
all right. LeBron is Drake. KD is Cole, and James Harden is Kendrick.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Kev.
So yeah, definitely my man Jermaine is KD. Drake is LeBron, obviously. And then I would have to say I don't want to disrespect Kendrick. I was about to violate.
You gotta pick somebody that's like
Violate.
good.
If
Low key still gets awards and shit. I'll give Kendrick Giannis.
That's an interesting pick.
That's good.
That's interesting.
That's good.
What you got, Ed?
I would give Kendrick. I would say that's Dame.
Okay.
Right. I would think that. I think it's the consensus that LeBron is Drake. But I think, this didn't say NBA. J. Cole is J. Cole.
J. Cole.
He out in Africa dunking. You see his dunks? J. Cole is J. Cole. Jermaine Cole.
Jermaine. But nah, he ain't playing the league.
Cole.
But nah, it's
basketball
Kawhi,
career compared to his rap career. You can't do that. That's disrespect, actually.
Now he ain't playing the A. If he were playing the A, you could say Cole is Cole. But
yeah. All right. Next up, we got 96 Bulls versus any All-Star team.
Oh, that's my coworker. Shout out to Sabit Ramen.
Yeah, shout out his handle.
Mr. Wonderful. Let me see.
All right, while Kev's looking up who asked the question, Drew, since I know you really, I see you mumbling over there. Team? Yeah, so it said 96 Bulls versus any All-Star team.
Oh, the fucking 2001 West All-Star team would give them wreck, bro.
I said All-Star team. I just realized I was reading that. I'm like,
that's what I'm saying. Team. It's any past All-Star team who wins. That's
2001, bro. You got Kevin Garnett, you got Kobe, you got let me get that starting lineup, bro. Let me get that shit right. You got T-Mac on that shit. Yo, that shit was a squad.
Yeah, so my coworker, his handle is Mr_Wonderful63.
Thank you, Mr_Wonderful63. Dev put that in there, and everybody go follow him. Thanks for the question. We appreciate you.
That shit would give him wrecked.
So the 2000, you're saying the West, right?
Yeah, West.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, this question is not really fair. Johnny, 96 Bulls.
96 Bulls.
Even though it would be evenly matched.
Versus the team that you think. How about, Johnny, how about you, since I feel like this might be pretty consensus. John, how about you pick a team that the 96 Bulls would have beaten?
Like a real team?
Yeah, like an all-star team that you think the 96 Bulls could have beaten.
All-star team that they could beat, probably going to be one of the older Eastern Conference teams. Give me 1 second.
Now, honestly, it's going to be a tough matchup. 96 Bulls went 72-10 straight. I ain't saying that they will definitely, the 2001 All-Star team will fucking win, but like they will give them competition. I ain't going to say that win.
Well, this is who's going to win the game.
The Bulls, man. If you really think about it, the Bulls, 72-10 is 72-10. So my 2001 All-Star team would give them right, but 72-10 is still 72-10.
Let's call it just one game. We ain't calling it a series. One game.
Shit will be tough, bro. It will be tough. It will be fucking tough.
So you got the Bulls winning then?
Yes, I mean, like ultimately, I have to. Yeah, ultimately, if I look at it, I'll have the Bulls winning, but it would go be a tough game, no matter what.
Yeah, that's a. I can't wait for this next question.
I don't like the Bulls being any of the All-Star teams.
I don't think so, man. I don't think it's fair.
Yeah, because if you go back and you look at them, if you try to find the weakest All-Star team, that team is still a great team.
Yeah. I think the 96 Bulls have finally met their match, even in a series. Any All-Star team, that's crazy. Honestly, I think you're gonna have to give it to the All-Stars assemble. I mean, the Bulls were an All-Star team as it was. So, that's tough, man. That's tough. Next question we got. Don't know who it's from, but again, if you know who you are, please let us know. Who wins in a fight? Kwame Brown or Bobby Portis?
That was my boy who struggled. My boy.
Who was it, John?
My boy Isaiah. His Izzy. I see ghosts, but it's Izzy.
You said Bobby Portis.
Right. Well, thank you for the question, Izzy. Drew, since you can't continue yourself as always, please, who wins that fight?
Kwame. I'm picking Kwame.
Yeah. Kev, who wins that fight?
Kwame.
Yeah, Johnny.
Yo, I can't believe this question made it onto the ship. That's hilarious. I don't know. In my honest opinion, I don't know.
All right. Well, I'm gonna answer. I'm gonna say Kwame. Yo, Kwame, we don't want the smoke, man. You were a scary dude. You definitely about it. You definitely have no problem throwing hands with anybody. You definitely got no problems calling anybody out. So just know you have friends in the OSA podcast, and if you ever want to be a guest on, please be our guest.
I'm a son.
All right. Next question. Again, don't know who it comes from, but would you take a prime Michael Vick or a prime Patrick Mahomes? Kevin, you go first since you were big, huge, one of the biggest Michael Vick I've ever seen. Prime Vick. So pre-dogfight Vick or Super Bowl champion MVP season, dislocated knee, Patrick Mahomes.
All right, non-biased. I would definitely take Pat. But in my really fandom, like if I had to create a team or some shit like that in Madden, I would take Vic and Pat would be the backup. And when I get frustrated and somebody shuts down the run game and my QB sneaks, I just put Pat in.
So Pat was the 2017 cover boy or 18 cover boy? No, 19 cover boy, right?
19.
And then Vic, so that would be the 18 season. So we're
Vic was
we're
04.
realistically talking about the 2018 Patrick Mahomes or the 2003 Michael
4.
Vick.
Yeah,
2003. So he was
2003.
on the cover of all four of
Pat
those.
Mahomes didn't even enter his prime yet. So
Ooh, John.
That's
All
a
right, so
scary
John, who
point
you
too.
got? Who you got?
look, Pat Mahomes is great, obviously, and Michael Vick's freaking
Unbelievable.
yeah, like he was doing shit like we like what the
Mhm.
But my point is like both great. They had their time in their eras where they dominated. Mahomes could run like Vic, not as good as Vic. I don't think there has been a QB that has ran as good as Vic. Since we've seen Lamar's close, but it hasn't been a QB that's ran like Vic. But my thing is, we've seen Vic in his prime. Mahomes hasn't entered his prime yet. So in his prime, Mahomes probably be the legit pick. But since he didn't enter his prime yet,
I
but
mean, I still feel
I
like
can't even
there's an
say that
argument.
because
I
Pat
still
Mahomes
feel like
already
there's an
sneaked the Super
argument.
Bowl.
Pat Mahomes is in the third year of his prime. I'm telling you right now. Since he's taken over, this has been his prime, and then I feel like we still haven't seen anything yet, and that's the
That's what I'm
scary
saying.
part.
Like, so I'm
This
gonna
kid,
take Pat Mahomes. You want a
this
Super
kid,
Bowl?
if Tom Brady wasn't in the league, this kid could possibly could have three-peated.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah. He could have taken three-peat. He lost Tom
Yeah.
Brady twice.
Yeah. Drew,
Conference title and then the Super
who you
Bowl.
taking?
I'm picking Mike Vick, bro. Like,
Mike Vick. Why
yeah,
are you picking Mike Vick?
nah, because you got like Mike Vick is still like once prime Mike Vick was a problem. Like we still got to know what Patrick Mahomes will grow into be. I know he got a Super Bowl championship as in his second
Which
year.
Mike Vicks don't have, by the way.
Let's just be honest. His team was stacked. Like Patrick Mahomes team is stacked. Like Mike Vick is proven. Like right now, I can say like Patrick Mahomes still got ways to go in his career to be that. And just like and yeah, Patrick Mahomes got
Yeah.
way to go. So I'm seeing
that's crazy. Patrick Mahomes, like, yeah, we seen Mike Vick do things that we never seen before, but I think we've seen more out of Patrick Mahomes that we haven't seen before. I mean, the kid throws without looking at his receiver.
yeah,
I mean,
he throws like
the kid
Magic
can move,
Johnson.
and he's got a cannon. Vic had a gun, but he didn't have it as strong as Pat. And to what Kevin Johnny is saying too, we still haven't even seen a prime of Mahomes. Point is though, Mahomes has a ring. Vic doesn't have a ring. Mahomes doesn't fight dogs as far as we know. So he ain't going nowhere. He's not going to disappear for a little bit. I think, unfortunately for Michael Vick, he made a choice. He made a choice that hindered his career, and I think that if he would have not done that, and he would have played a full successful career without serving any time, I think he would have probably maybe gotten a ring. I think it kind of took him out of it, and obviously his comeback was amazing. But if I'm starting a team with a quarterback in their prime, we're talking Madden Ultimate Team, it's Patrick Mahomes almost every time. I take him over Peyton Manning. I take him over Tom Brady at this point, just because, again, you're building a team for the future at their prime. And again, we haven't even seen his prime yet. This could be his prime. You know what I mean? And it could be his prime for the next 10 years. All right, so that's it for our questions. Please pose any more questions. I'm pretty sure we're going to keep doing this again. This was kind of fun. Next time we will shout everybody out, but I think we pretty much got everybody, right? For the most part. So thank you for the questions. And now to our last topic of the day. As you know, we record this on Tuesdays. Episode airs on Thursday. So when you're listening to this on Thursday or Friday or Saturday or Monday, or skip Sunday because that's the day of the Lord.
Right now at halftime, LA's losing by 30.
So when you hear us say this, and we've been right before, we're the first ones to say it. ESPN didn't say it. Bleacher Report hasn't said it yet. Adam Schefter hasn't said out a tweet. Woj hasn't said out a tweet. Know that the OSA said it first. Johnny, bold prediction of the week.
Oh, prediction of the week. My bold prediction by the time we get to the next episode, the Knicks will come back from a 3-1 deficit and beat the Hawks in 7.
I really hope so, John. I really hope so.
That's my bold prediction for the week.
Yeah. Kev, bold prediction of the week.
Bold prediction of the week is Knicks related. It's the same as Johnny's, but with a twist. Derrick Rose or Randall will have a triple-double.
That's great. That's possible.
Drew, you're up.
I'm going for the gusto. The Lakers is down 30 at halftime. They're gonna win this game. They're gonna win this game.
I think this game is over.
They get packed. They packed up already.
They go a 30-point deficit. That's what this shit is bold right here. So
LeBron got an early vacation plan with his family.
Damn. We still got games to go. Like it ain't no pack up.
All right. I was gonna disrespect the Lakers, but this will be my backup. But Johnny was so nice and so kind with his words. But my backup is the Lakers aren't gonna make it to the second round. My bold prediction is that the New York Yankees not only sweep the Tampa Bay Devils, Blue Jays, Devil Rays, Ray Devils, who cares? Rays, but they go to Boston and they sweep them too, and we're in first place. Let's go.
The Boston series is in the Bronx.
Yes.
Oh well, we come back home and we sweep them. We're gonna sweep.
Right now.
We're gonna sweep them.
We're home. We're home right now too.
Okay, we're sweeping them regardless.
Okay.
Don't matter.
I'm with
Both
that
of them.
hot shit.
Both of them.
You
All
with
right.
That hot shit.
This has been another episode. I didn't say the episode number at the top. I believe it's 58.
No.
It's
57.
57. Yeah, there you go.
57. Season 2, episode 7. Didn't say it at the top. Obviously, we're missing Dev. We hope he gets fine. We hope he passes those stones. Definitely going to take pictures of it and post it on here to gross you guys out. Kevin's making a face.
Yeah.
But since I'm closing it out, I need somebody else to close it out with whatever I say at the end of every episode. But like always, maybe all 3 of you.
We out.
Look, you claim me the illest. You don't believe in yourself to forget it. You gotta put yourself up in position. Ice game on thin ice, and my ice game's been in the kitchen. How can you tell me to pick a religion? I'm 24 and I'm broke as a bitch, but I'm a millionaire rich in the spirit. Yeah.